In this video, I'll share 15 little known cruise carry-on hacks. I'll walk you through my cruise capsule method, as well as how I pack my carry-on and my personal bag. Plus, I'll share the style, toiletries, and laundry hacks that make packing with a carry-on for a cruise possible. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now first, a truth, I am not the packing carry-on only queen. In fact, I'm usually pretty unapologetic about being a little bit of an overpacker, but the truth is I have been getting better. I have packed carry-on only a couple of times in the past, and I am going to be packing carry-on only for an upcoming cruise and trip. And that means I had to start being very intentional and even putting some systems and little rules together. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. The mindset shift. Now, something I think we just don't talk about enough is the fact that when you go on a cruise, sometimes you like to have options. You want to have different outfits for the day, different outfits for the evening time, and sometimes you might even want to dress up a little bit. But there are two, maybe even three mindset shifts that we just have to make. One of them is re-wearing is okay. And truthfully, if you style your clothing in a different way, nobody will even notice. And if they do, who even cares? Number two, and I have to admit this took me a little while to get, and it is that doing a little bit of laundry or even hand washing during your vacation isn't the end of the world. And number three, you can get by with less shoes than you think if you plan your outfits right. Which brings me to the cruise capsule method. Now, there's a little bit of a formula to this, but it does need to be adapted to your personal style as well as your itinerary and the weather. Now, here's the formula: 20 pieces for 7 days. And of course, you can always bring a little bit more if you like, but this core formula is going to give you everything that you need for your cruise. All right, starting off strong with 3 sundresses. Now, the nice thing about sundresses is you can wear a sundress for a port day with a flat or even a flip-flop and just pair it with a different pair of shoes and a little cardigan in the evening, and it looks perfect for the restaurant or dining room. 4 tops. Now we're talking t-shirts, tank tops, or pretty more elevated tops if you like to wear them with pants in the evening. 2 pairs of shorts that can be worn either on port days for excursions or that can be worn for sea days. 2 pairs of pants. Now this can be a pair of jeans, a pair of linen pants, or even a legging. 2 nicer dresses or jumpsuits to be worn in the evening. Now this can be a cocktail dress, a little black dress, or just something that's a little bit fancier for elegant nights. 2 swimsuits for your pool and port days. 2 cover-ups. Now this can be a regular cover-up, but you can also choose a sundress that does double duty as a cover-up or a sarong or even a colorful scarf. 2 layering pieces. Now this can be a sweater, a zip-up sweatshirt, or a cardigan. And 1 wild card. Now this is your choice. It can be an extra sweater if you have a cooler weather cruise and this is something that you need. If you're anything like me, it might be an extra sundress or an extra evening dress. It might be an extra t-shirt or gym wear or a skirt or lounge pant. Now that gives you a total of 20 pieces that you can mix and match, plus your travel clothing. Shoes. Now we're going to pack 3 to 4 pairs of shoes. So travel shoes. You want to wear your bulkiest shoes, but also your most comfortable shoes for your travel day. And those are the same shoes that you can wear in cruise ports of call to walk around or to work out at the gym. Now your evening shoes should be something a little bit dressier, and just make sure it goes with those more elevated outfits. So maybe it's in a neutral color or black. Now another pair of shoe that I like to bring is a wedge or a sandal that can be worn both during the day or during the evening for more casual outfits. And an optional shoe, but it really doesn't take up a lot of room, is a flip-flop. Now you're going to want to have that for pools or the beach. The second bag strategy. Now something that a lot of people don't think about when they're packing for their cruise is the fact that your personal bag works in conjunction with your carry-on bag to be able to expand what you can bring even for longer cruises. And here's where the right personal bag makes all the difference. Now this video is sponsored by Nomad Lane. Now I travel quite a bit and I've been using the Nomad Lane bento bag for about the last 10 cruises and trips that I've been on. and I continue to find new ways that it makes travel and packing easier. The Nomad Lane bento bag really is designed with travelers in mind. It opens up clamshell style so that you can pack it like a mini carry-on with a well-designed system to keep everything organized. It has dedicated compartments for tech and toiletries, as well as a place to put your keys and other important items. Plus, it has a padded laptop sleeve right in the center, which is actually safer than having it on the outside since it's cushioned on both sides. And it has a light-colored interior lining, so it's easy to find and see anything you need, even in a dark airplane. Now, I have a little no-stress packing secret. I always pack a compression packing cube in my bento bag with 2 days of clothing, 1 swimsuit, 1 cover-up, and a pair of versatile sandals, plus my basic makeup, toiletries, medication, passports, and documents. That way, if my rolling carry-on luggage gets gate checked, or worse, delayed, I'm not stuck. There's also a zip-up water bottle holder, quick access top pockets, a crossbody strap, and a trolley sleeve that slips over your rolling luggage, so it's super easy to move around the airport or cruise terminal. Now, if you're like me and you want to feel organized for your flight, pre-cruise hotel, and embarkation day, the Nomad Lane bento bag might become your new favorite as well. Now, I will leave a link to the Nomad Lane website as well as an awesome discount code down below in the description of this video, as well as a pinned comment in case you want to check it out. Organization and compression. Now, I love to use compression packing cubes. Let me know, please, if you like to use packing cubes or compression packing cubes. I know some people love them, some people prefer other methods, but I really do find that it helps to stay organized. And there are some studies that say that by using compression packing cubes, you can save about 30% of space. Now, this set of packing cubes comes in different sizes, which is really perfect because that is something that you want to do. You want to use the different sizes and shapes to be able to use them in your personal bag and carry-on bag so that no space or corner is wasted. Toiletries, go mini where you can. Now, I'm not just talking travel size, I'm talking mini. Now, keep in mind, you have to follow the 3-1-1 rule if you are flying anyway. So that's going to mean that you're going to reduce the size of any of your liquid toiletries for your cruise. But something that I found recently is that you can find sizes that are even smaller than that. Now, I have a couple of tips. You can look in the little travel items section of Walmart or Target or even the dollar store. But you could also decant your own favorite toiletries and make your own miniature versions instead. Now, you can use little travel size containers. I like to use that for moisturizer or foundation or even for Vaseline. But I found these really cool pouches that you could also put liquid in. And this is especially helpful if you have some bottles, like I have an aloe vera that I absolutely love, but I really don't want to bring the whole bottle. Now, if you've already purchased travel size items before, like I have this travel size hair serum, what I do now is I actually just take another serum that I really like and I refill this bottle, and this way it's just always ready for the next trip. And if you're somebody who likes to wear a little perfume or cologne, this little perfume atomizer, I've been using it for years and I swear by it. Toiletry and cosmetic samples. Now, maybe your hairdresser has some samples of shampoo or conditioner or even a hair mask. If you go to her or him regularly, it doesn't hurt to ask. And the other place is Ulta or Sephora. Now, recently I made a purchase at Sephora, and when I was leaving, the cashier gave me a little bag with some different samples. Now, I had dry shampoo, which, by the way, I absolutely love this dry shampoo. It doesn't leave a little white mist, so I love that. But also a mascara. And if you are making any makeup purchases, again, it doesn't hurt to ask. Look for dead and hidden space. So inside any shoes, and I'd say in particular, men's shoes are going to have a little bit more room. Don't leave that space unfilled. Fill it with socks, deodorant, or other items. Place a belt along the edges of your luggage and slide sandals or flip-flops in between the packing cubes. Hat hacks. Now, if you want to pack a hat for your cruise, it can be hard to put that in a piece of carry-on luggage, but there are a couple of tips. One of them is to get a foldable hat. Now, this one is super smart, and what you do is you just fold it up, and it really does fold up nice and small so that you can put it straight into your luggage, or you can use a hat clip, which I think is absolutely genius. Now, just to let you know, this is actually magnetic, and you just put that right onto your hat. There's a little clip over here, and I've had this for about 3 years. It's gone with me on quite a lot of trips. and you just put that onto your personal bag or onto your tote or your purse, and you could just bring this along with you on the cruise and in the airport. Use pouches to make your own DIY first aid kits. Now you can make one larger first aid kit, but there's nothing wrong with using small pouches to divide that up. Now what I'm talking about is maybe take one pouch and make it your medication pouch, maybe with your seasickness medication, some Advil or Tylenol, some cold medicine. You can keep that there. Now in another pouch, you can have your Band-Aids and your antibiotic ointment. But one thing that you don't want to do on a cruise is actually skimp out on any of those medications or minor first aid treatments that you might need. Laundry strategy and tips. And now I mentioned early on that we really do have to embrace doing a little bit of laundry on any longer cruises if we want to pack carry-on only. Now you can do this in a couple of ways. One, research your cruise ship to see if there is a self-service laundry room. I've been on cruise ships that have them, and I've just woken up early in the morning to do a load of wash, or recently I found a trick where I did my wash during dinner. Or you can hand wash a few items in the sink, or check with your cruise line to see if they have any laundry specials that you could take advantage of during your cruise. Now, I've definitely taken advantage of laundry bag specials where it was about $35 to fill up a bag of laundry. And in the case of a Holland America Panama Canal cruise that was 12 days, I took advantage of the laundry for the entire cruise that for 12 days was somewhere around $100 or so, but it included washing, folding, and pressing. Don't forget to bring laundry sheets. Now, I usually just take like 3 of these when I'm traveling. I put them right into a Ziploc and they take no room at all. Bulkier clothing packing hacks. Now, sometimes people say, how am I supposed to pack outerwear? Or other people say, you know what, plus size clothing can really be bulkier. Well, there are some tricks. Firstly, you can always use those compression packing cubes, but the other thing that you could use is vacuum packed bags. Now, I actually use some vacuum packed bags that are no vacuum bags, and just by pressing out the air, it really does make a difference. And when it comes to clothing fabric, and I would say that this is the same no matter what size we all are, but you want to choose something that is going to be wrinkle resistant and that is a lightweight fabric whenever possible. Accessories and style hacks. And now bring a couple of accessories that can really change up your outfit. And one of those items is scarves. Now, scarves are actually really in fashion right now, and you could bring 1 or 2, a small one and a larger one, for instance, and you could really change up your outfit. You could wear a scarf as a sarong, you could wear a scarf over your shoulders, and you can even wear a scarf as an accessory on your handbag. Beach bag hack. Now, you can use your beach bag to nest different items in your carry-on bag. And you could even place a packing cube inside and wrap your beach bag around it, and it will not take up a lot of room. Tech packing. Now, you really want to evaluate what you actually need. Do you need your laptop while you're on a cruise? If you don't need it, consider leaving it at home. Do you need your Kindle? I know a lot of people are going to say they do, but that doesn't take up a lot of space. But really just pick and choose. But something to make sure is that you do bring at least one portable charger. Ideally, bring a charger that has the cables that are built in, and that is going to be one less item that you have to bring. Souvenirs and return home packing tips. Now, if you want to bring home souvenirs and you've packed pretty light, this can be challenging, but there are a couple of things that you can do. Firstly, if you think that you might want to buy sweatshirts and t-shirts during your cruise, I knew that I wanted to do that on my Alaska cruise. Leave home at least one sweatshirt or t-shirt and buy those items there, and that will become part of your cruise capsule wardrobe. Toss out any toiletries that are almost finished, and if when you're leaving home you have a deodorant that is almost done, consider bringing that one rather than bringing a new one. And if you brought any snacks, drinks, or wine in your carry-on on your cruise, then you should have a little bit of room left there as well. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the Nomad Lane website as well as a discount code down below in the description of this video and a pinned comment. And I'll leave all of the other cruise and travel items that I have mentioned as well. Now, I would love to hear from you. Please let me know if you've ever packed with a carry-on for a cruise, or if you are thinking of it. Please share your tips, tricks, or questions down in the comments below. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now and happy cruising.